We gotta get one.
We don't have an intro video. We just hit the button.
What, we're just here.
We
We
just
just
press.
like to go live.
That's it.
There's no intro. We're
We're
just
back, Shannon.
here we are, Jason.
I love it. Uh, we've got another fun one, and I'm going back to back on you here. Today I come across actually a website called Spoken.io,
Okay.
Spoken.io rather. I'm going to share my screen. If you ever, obviously, we live in the age of online shopping, right?
Indeed.
So, and we've probably seen, especially on Amazon, I think, right? You go and you find a product that we're looking for, and you're seeing the price, but you're also seeing related, and you kind of find the same thing, right? It's just being resold by Walmart even does this, right? I go on to major uh,
Yes.
companies' websites, Target, Walmart. You're going to see that same product because it's all coming essentially from Alibaba Express, right? Or
Absolutely.
it's getting marked up and it's getting priced at all these different variations. Well, Spoken is a really cool resource that will allow you to kind of shop around, or you can explore, for example. So if you hit the explore tab, you can start finding some things like furniture. I always choose this Raven Oak timber drawer, for example, here. Sold at Urban Outfitters. Could you imagine what that's selling at Urban Outfitters for?
Oh,
Target is selling it for $457 right now online,
whoa.
right? You can take the price comparison. This is the coolest feature of this website is that you can buy this at Bison Office for $128, and you can basically, you're saving $700 off the highest,
Holy moly. Oh
right?
my,
Isn't
whoa.
that insane? Even Walmart, 281 is Walmart's typically the lowest prices, around on stuff like this, right? This is, I thought this was amazing. Right? And you can kind of you can search up here as well too if you're looking for something specific. You can search by store, right? Best deals.
Wow.
Really, really cool. And then there's an explore feature here that's got some color palettes and things like that. Or like you can go in and look at specific little items for the kitchen or chairs. Here's another one. 239. This one's just listed on one. It looked like it had some savings there, but yeah, I that's something that I'm pretty mindful of, Shannon, when I'm shopping online for anything, right?
Yes.
If I'm on Amazon, I find something, I'm checking out the reviews. I want to make sure that it's quality product, but then I also go down to the related and I scroll and I can see this looks pretty identical. Really, the sellers, all they're doing is changing the background or providing like another image and trying to
Sure.
market and sell it in a different
Sure.
way. But the pricing fluctuations are insane. This Spoken.io tool here, I think, could save anybody thousands of dollars, especially if you're in the process of renovating or updating
Yes.
something in your home or even your office, or just looking for something, right? We need a new desk or a standing desk or something like that. This could be a great tool or resource to check out.
This is wild. Jason, it's crazy because just this morning when I was having my middle-age insomnia, I was scrolling through Twitter and somehow I fell into an anti-Etsy
Mm,
Twitter black hole where people were showing things that were being sold on Etsy that were coming from, Alibaba, AliExpress. In one case, it was a woman passing off 4 bowls as vintage 1970s. And the person who found it was actually able to show that this was currently listed on Walmart.com for 28 bucks and
wow.
Etsy, they're selling it for, 200. This is a spectacular tool for the consumer. This is beautiful.
It is. It's also beautifully designed. I think it's the user experience is nice. I just I can't really fathom like some of these savings here, right? Contemporary
Mm.
stools and just the way that they're listed, and it's going to go ahead and find those out for you. Here's another one: Dakota adjustable stool. We've got a 215 online, 180, 170. You can get it down to 157.
Wow. This is incredible. Putting the power in the consumer's hands, and this is what the internet should be being used for, especially with the number of retailers that have come out recently and admitted they were price gouging under the guise of inflation in the economy. This is wonderful. How did you find out about this?
Just stumbled upon it. Came across one of my, feeds, just kind of scrolling through. Somebody had shared it, and I was like, oh, that could be interesting. And it looks like it's pulling some reviews here, so you can get it
Whoa.
reviews American Freight, and yeah, and it was kind of serendipitous that I was just talking about this the other day. More specifically, like, yeah, like, oh, I'm going to order this, but click a couple more on Amazon, and I'm showing somebody is like, here's that same thing for $10 less because somebody else is buying it in bulk as well. They're
Jeez.
reselling it, right? And then, like we'd mentioned earlier, some of these larger retailers are doing the same thing, right? They're just going and basically they've become drop shippers as well too. They don't Walmart's not housing any of these products, right?
Right.
They're just grabbing them from the seller online or the source and just kind of facilitating that online sale through their marketplace. So yeah, this does kind of put some power back into the consumer's hands and leverages it a little bit, which I thought was really cool.
This is spectacular. I agree with you. If you're doing a renovation or a big job, or you're buying something expensive, chairs are expensive,
Yeah.
couches are expensive. So right, and I think I guess it's native, the shopping, page in Google, I do try to click on that sometimes, so it will show you similar things, but it's nowhere near as sophisticated as this is.
Right. Yeah. End tables, they're always gouging you on end tables for whatever reason. The
Right.
price of an end table costs as much as to build an actual dining table for some reason. But yeah, so here's some ones here. We can see 89, 90, 79. So yeah, so it kind of fluctuates, giving you kind of like a little slider here, similar to
Wow.
your flight prices, right? Also, kind of another good talking point would be, we're seeing a surge in dynamic pricing, right?
Mhm,
So the
mhm.
demand on something similar to the way that flights and hotels have been working traditionally.
Yep.
I'm not a fan of that. I think that's kind of BS. I think we should be doing the opposite. I think kind of like if you remember, was it Priceline? Priceline, I think when they first came out, you had that name your price, right?
Yes,
And it was like the model to me is fantastic, right?
I
It's like
loved it.
you've got empty inventory, you've got empty rooms. That room is not making that company, that hotel, any money by sitting
Right,
there empty. If anything, it's costing them money, right? Because they're paying the same amount of staff and the same amount of overhead. So why not give it away, at a lower rate and make
right.
something? I think, I'd love to see a shift on the consumer side with products like this too, as well, with wasted inventory, even, or extra inventory or inventory that's just sitting there that needs to move. It'd be cool to kind of facilitate that. I could see maybe something being run through this platform in that way.
I love that. When you think about perishable inventory, when we're thinking about food or hotel, those are ripe for, hey, let's get a little something instead of nothing. But I think we've seen some pushback in the market with, you remember a couple of weeks ago or months ago, Wendy's announced that they were going to try to do surge pricing. So your
Yes.
standard Wendy's combo, what it would cost at 10:30 a.m. or 2:30 p.m. is widely different than what it would cost during the lunch rush at noon. And wow, did the market push back on them for that?
Did not like that, and rightfully so. I don't think that's the right move for them. Yeah, I could see maybe if they were doing some sort of delivery play or catering type thing
Right?
situation, sure, but no, yeah, not in that instance. So, and Wendy's is usually on fire with their online presence too. So it's like that was
Agreed.
a big hiccup. Yeah, they're always like, well, formerly Twitter X, throwing out those funny posts and things like that.
So great. Wendy's, their brand voice is one of my favorite things to talk about in marketing classes
Yeah.
because they are so Wendy's. You can recognize Wendy's when you see it. So that was a really strange shift, clearly coming from a different department in the organization. But this is a really good one. I love spoken.io, Jason. This is
Yeah, I thought
fantastic.
pretty cool share, something we can check out. Again, we've got holidays inching and inching closer here, so we're going to do some shopping, and this could be a good resource to kind of lean on.
Right? You got a shindig coming up, you need 6 more chairs. You better check out spoken.io.
I need, I need 6 more chairs, 6 more stools for the shindig. That's great. Awesome, Shannon. As always, this is super fun, and I'm looking forward to it next week.
You too. Thanks so much, Jason. See you.